Corsica's stunning coastline welcomes you to a world of plunging cliffs, beautiful beaches, stunning seaside towns, and glistening waters. In this episode of Marinade, we follow the luxury charter motoryacht 80 Sunreef Power Otoctone 80 in search of authentic local flavors and epic views. Otoctone 80 treats her guests to amazing charters, combining cruising in Corsica's finest yachting spots with a custom-tailored fine dining experience. With an outstanding variety of seafood, quality meats, and olive oil ranking among the world's best, the island is a must-go destination for foodies. Today, Marinade presents a recipe inspired with classic Corsican tastes. Mint-seasoned lamb chops with zucchini stew, chestnuts, artichoke, and truffles. My name is Tomasz Koprovsky, and today I am on board a Sunreef 80 sail catamaran named Double Happiness. This is where we begin our culinary cruise to Corsica. We are now inside the yacht's galley, where I will prepare a Corsica-inspired dish combining lamb, mint, zucchini, and truffles. For today's recipe, we will need the following ingredients: a rack of lamb, some butter, chestnuts, fresh herbs, and for a zucchini stew, we will need baby zucchinis, carrots, bacon, pre-cooked beans, shallots, and garlic. For the sauce, we will use olive oil, herbs, dried tomatoes, and artichokes. To begin, we will slice our chestnuts. As they're pre-cooked, all we need to do is slice them in half. Next come our baby zucchinis. We cut them into thick slices. I like to use baby zucchinis as those look great and they will be just perfect for a stew. We put our pre-cooked beans aside and next we chop up our shallots. Time to work on our bacon. We will be using smoked and steamed bacon for an extra kick of flavor. We cut our bacon into lardons just like this. Carrots are essential. If you want a flavorsome stew, carrots are an absolute must. We take our canned tomatoes and we heat some olive oil in our saucepan. We can now throw in our lardons. We chop up our garlic. This is exactly the color we're looking for. We are now ready to throw in our shallots and our carrots. We also add some garlic and sprinkle a little bit of fresh thyme. Next, we add our zucchinis and our sliced chestnuts. We take a rack of lamb out of the fridge. We add our tomatoes to the mix so that all the flavors of our stew can combine. The bacon, zucchinis, shallots, and carrots will all release their flavors into the stew. I will now show you how to prepare our lamb chops. We start by trimming off that layer of fat first. We want a neat presentation, so next we trim the meat and all the excess fat around the bones. We season with salt and pepper on both sides and add some chopped mint. We also add some lemon juice and some olive oil. We marinate the lamb meat for about 2 to 3 hours. Time to start working on our sauce. We're going to need mint leaves. You want to chop these up, but not too thinly, just like this. We cut our artichoke in quarters. Time to chop our dried tomatoes. Don't chop too thinly, as you want these to give a nice texture to your sauce. You also need some chopped shallots. This should be enough. We heat our olive oil to around 80 degrees Celsius. We add our garlic, tomatoes, artichokes, and shallots and give them a good stir. We pour in some more olive oil. You want to infuse your olive oil with all these flavors. Our zucchini stew is almost ready. We add our pre-cooked beans and season with more thyme. Time for our lamb chops. Our marinated meat is ready to go into the frying pan. We heat up some olive oil and place our chops gently onto the pan. Our zucchini stew is now almost ready. Our lamb needs a little bit more time, but we can already start plating. We start by putting our stew first. We decorate with artichokes and tomatoes and drizzle olive oil all over the chops. We sprinkle some more mint and thyme, and for the final touch, we will add some truffle slices. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Marinade. Here is our dish of the day: lamb chops with mint, zucchini stew, and truffle. I hope I see you all shortly on board for another episode filled with new flavors. Thank you, and see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe and find a full recipe on the Sunreef Yachts blog.